Troubleshooting, as explained by Wikipedia.org, is a form of problem solving often applied to repair failed products or processes. It is a logical, systematic search for the source of a problem so that it can be solved, and so the product or process can be made operational again. Troubleshooting is needed to develop and maintain complex systems where the symptoms of a problem can have many possible causes. Troubleshooting is used in many fields such as engineering, system administration, electronics, automotive repair, and diagnostic medicine. Troubleshooting requires identification of the malfunctions or symptoms within a system. Then, experience is commonly used to generate possible causes of the symptoms. Determining the most likely cause is a process of elimination. Eliminating potential causes of a problem. Finally, troubleshooting requires confirmation that the solution restores the product or process to its working state. In general, troubleshooting is the identification of, or diagnosis of, trouble in the management flow of a corporation or a system caused by a failure of some kind. The problem is initially described as symptoms of malfunction, and troubleshooting is the process of determining and remedying the causes of these symptoms. The term troubleshoot is usually used when the problem is suspected to be hardware-related. If the problem is known to be in software, the term debug is more commonly used. So, I am going to explain the basic computer troubleshooting in this video. Regular PC maintenance. One way to prevent trouble is to be a stickler for maintenance. While it is possible to use a PC and never maintain it, you'll find your computer-human relationship boosted by following these keywords of advice. Keep your PS files and a system backed up. Check the hard drive usage occasionally to ensure that you don't run out of storage. Run the check disk program to scan the hard drive for. Regularly run defrag on Windows operating systems. Some versions of Windows do not automatically schedule disk utility asset. Clean your PC and vacuum the keyboard. Use the proper material to clean the LCD monitor. Here is some good advice for things you should and should not do when it comes to using a computer in a sane and useful manner. Do configure the firewall to allow local network traffic so that your computers can share hard drives and printers. Do classify public wireless networks as public whenever you make a connection. Don't open the PS case unless you first turn off and unplug the thing. Do let recipients know beforehand when you send them programs as email attachments. When everything on the screen is frozen and the keyboard and mouse are not responding, try tapping on the numlock key. It is located on the right-hand side of the keyboard above the number 7. While tapping the numlock key, notice whether or not the numlock light goes on and off. If it does not, the computer is completely locked up. You'll have to reboot the computer. If the light does go off and on, wait a minute before giving up hope. It may come back to life on its own. If a software program stops working or freezes up, try pressing the Alt key plus F4 keys on your keyboard to close the window that you're currently working in. This can shut down a frozen window and bring the computer back to life. If the keyboard is frozen as well, you'll have to reboot. The dreaded circumflex blue screen of dev. There's not a lot to be done except to reboot the machine. If it keeps occurring, this is an indication of a major problem with the computer. If there is no sound, check if there is a speaker icon next to the clock on the taskbar. If you can find it, double-click the speaker icon to bring up the audio controls for the computer. See if any of the volume controls have been muted or turned all the way down. Uncheck any mute boxes that are selected. When you press the Ctrl+A circumflex Alt-Delete buttons together, you will bring up a control panel where you can select a circumflex task manager and see if any of the programs are shown as a circumflex not responding. You may be able to shut down the offending program from there. If you cannot get to this screen, you'll have to reboot. If a program is running slowly or otherwise isn't working right, the first thing you should try is closing the program and reopening it. You can also shut down your computer, wait a few seconds, and boot it up again. Some minor problems will work themselves out when you do this. Check with the company for any known problems or updates to the software. Sometimes Windows will freeze during the shutdown process. If this happens, the Windows is shutting down message screen will stay active on your screen. To finish shutting down the computer, press and hold the power button for about 10 seconds or until the computer turns off. If a computer begins randomly rebooting or crashing, check for overheating. Make sure the vents in the case are not blocked. Confirm that there is good airflow around the computer. Update your antivirus software and scan for viruses. If you still haven't found a solution to your problem, you may need to ask someone else for help. Try searching the web for the problem that you're having, as other people may have had similar problems. Also, if you have a friend or family member who knows a lot about computers, they may be able to help you. Keep in mind that most computer problems have simple solutions, although it may take some time to find them. For very difficult problems, a more drastic solution may be required, such as reformatting your hard drive, reinstalling programs, or reinstalling your operating system. If you're not a computer expert, it's possible that you could make the situation worse, so it's best to consult a professional if you think a drastic solution is needed.